AEW's Collision numbers this week sees a big spike in the numbers, and thank God for that, because last week they were on a collision course for an absolute disaster. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling. Yes, this week Collision numbers are up, but if you cannot remember, I will refresh your memory. Last week, Collision did its record ever lowest number from an AEW show, not just Collision. AEW in general, AEW Dark, AEW Dynamite, Collision had the lowest rating of all time with 189,000. Crazy number. Yes, I know. Now they have went up this week. Still, it's not a great number, but it's an improvement. And they've went up almost 100%. They've almost doubled their rating. So this week's Collision rating has went up 96%. It's went from 189,000 up to 370,000. And I get it, 370, still a low number. Nothing to brag about. It's nothing to celebrate. Tony Khan, I highly doubt, is whipping out the champagne and celebrating for a number like this, but it's a hell of a lot better than what he and Collision delivered last week. That last week's show was shambolic. So at least it's a step in the right direction, but it's still really small when you look at the grand scheme of things. So yeah, 370,000 viewers for this week's Collision. The key demo, 18 to 49, did a 0.11, which is actually down from the trailing 4 weeks, but it's up from last week. So last week's Collision did a 0.08 in the key demo. So this week is up 38% on that. So that's a big increase. But if you look at the overall for the last 4 weeks, the trailing 4 weeks, it's still down 21%, which is quite big. So yeah, this is not a good number. It's a poor number. If you look at the viewership as well, the trailing 4 weeks is Collision averaging 405,000. So the viewership's down on the last 4 weeks, and the key demo is down on the last 4 weeks. But the only reason these numbers look half decent is because of how poor last week's were. So yeah, Collision still not in a good place right now when it comes to the numbers. We check the YouTube clips now, and again, just nothing really drawing on this show. The most viewed clip is Bang Bang Gang versus House of Black, who will face the patriarchy at All In. This got 168,000 views. Second place, we had Ishii steps up to AEW World Champion Swerve Strickland's Open Challenge, 104,000 views. And then that was the only two clips that got over 100k. And it's sad that the AEW World Champion is just scraping 104,000. That's a really poor number. Third place, Texas Bull Rope match, Thunder Rosa versus Diana Peraza, 96k. Fourth place with 79,000 views, we had Rush following Don Callis' orders to injure Preston fans, 79k, not many people interested. Fifth place, we had Darby Allin, who teams with the Hologram to take on the Premier Athletes, 61,000 views. Challenge made, how did Statlander and Hathaway respond to Willow's proposal? 54,000 views. Former three-time AEW Women's Champion Hikaru Shida returns to Collision, 49k views. And last, and in this case least, Top Guys versus the Youngest Men Alive, FTR face-off against the Outrunners, 43k. I don't know who the Outrunners are. Who the fuck are the Youngest Men Alive? But yeah, they couldn't outrun a shit YouTube view rating, could they not? Definitely not. Top Guys. How can they be the top guys when in the lowest, they're in the lowest viewed clip from YouTube? It's embarrassing. FTR calling themselves the top guys, and they've delivered 43,000 views in their YouTube clip. So yeah, there's nothing top guys about Cash Wilder and Dax, or Dax Wilder and Cash Wheeler, whatever those two guys call themselves. So yeah, guys, there you go. Numbers not good. Apparently the Outrunners, by the way, are called Truth Magnum and Turbo Floyd. Just two names that mean absolutely nothing in the wrestling business. So yeah, really bad week for Collision. It's better than last week, but still, still shit. Still really shit. Still under 400k. Nobody's checking out the YouTube channel. Nobody's checking out the clips. Nobody's checking out anything. Ratings are down in the dirt. So yeah, they need to improve. Need to improve big time. I don't know if Shane McMahon's going to AEW, but we need something to happen. We need I think we need a brand split. I think a brand split would would freshen things up 100%. I would do a brand split. If I was in charge, I would do a brand split tomorrow. Yep, so do it. Why not? Yeah, it can only help. Collision is a dead show. You may as well try something. I think it's worth doing a brand split, separate rosters, and yeah, see what happens. So anyway, the roster's so overinflated anyway that a brand split would actually be better off. Then at least you would know who you're getting on each show rather than just like trying to squeeze all these people on and then people disappearing for weeks and weeks because there's not enough room for them. So yeah, I think a brand split is definitely the way to go for AEW with Dynamite and Collision. That's it, guys, though. Catch you in the next one. Poor numbers, but it's AEW. It's all elite. Nothing's elite about it, but what do you expect? Till next time, peace.